It's more confusing than Inception, harder than an erection. It's cooler than Andre 3000. Oh, let's get ready for Sweet Connection.
Hello and welcome to Sweet Connection. I am your host, Kat. With me today is Jason Lewis. Jason, how are you doing?
Hello, you bunch of mugs. I'm right, thanks.
What a great start to the show.
You right?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good.
You know what? This is our 50th episode. How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm only on I'm on 39 episodes. So no, I must be on 37, 38 episodes. So I think I missed a couple. It's pretty impressive though that you've hit 50. Like, you've done every single show.
I've personally been here since day one.
Regret it?
Absolutely regret it. I should have picked something else. I should have started playing golf or something.
I do enjoy a round of golf.
I've never played golf before.
I'll take you.
You definitely beat me at golf in the same way I'd beat you at squash or any other sport.
Well, no, because if we're going back to any other sport, and who beat you at Wii tennis?
Who'd beat you in actual tennis?
I don't know. I'm quite good at tennis.
I haven't played tennis in years.
Should we go?
Yeah,
I found my old tennis racket the other day. I was like, I should start going again. Because I will kit my racket up with shock absorbers and retaped it.
Shock absorber? What do you mean shock absorber? It's a racket.
The little bit you put on the racket. Absorbers. The little bit that you put on the racket. The little bit.
The ball? The handle?
Little...
Well, also, we've got a new logo. Did you even notice?
No.
Well, there we go. How much attention you put into it. It's very similar to the old one, except it's better.
Go on, show me. Am I going to be underwhelmed?
Almost certainly.
I mean, you're going to need to buy another new tiny poster to go on the wall behind you. Oh, shit in hell. That's quite good.
It's good, isn't it?
That is really good.
Yeah. What
we should do is strip, because it's obviously our logo on a brick wall.
Yeah. We
should strip that wall back to brick, then buy a metal sign.
Well, that actually brings me on to the next topic, because you've already stripped the wall behind you of the paint with the chair. That's you've done that. You have carved.
I don't think so.
Fuck it. Well, it's not Laura. She insists it's you.
I never sit that far back. Look, how?
Well, apparently, I don't know. Probably when you leave and you wheel your chair back, he's carved a hole in my wall. Oh, look, he's fucking done it. He literally, if you heard the clack of him doing it,
that probably is me.
I'm going to have to get some paint and repaint that.
Ah, fuck it, just knock it down.
Knock it down, yeah.
It's an external wall, put it down.
It's fine. Just leave this room open to the elements.
I almost apologise.
Brilliant. Well, that's good.
It's some of the pain, sweat and tears that go into making this show, really, isn't it? You putting up with
some of this anger and frustration, which you take out on the wall. It's all the energy you're putting into the show. How has your week been?
All right.
Yeah.
Tough, long, tiresome. A sweet release of death is impending. Nah, not really. It's been alright. Arthur threw up today.
Did he?
And it was very smelly. Like proper vomit smell. Instead of normal baby sick, where it's like, that
seems to have its own distinct
This was
smell.
proper, adult vom. 10 Jaeger bombs later. It wasn't nice.
Oh, Jaeger bomb sick is the worst sick as well, because you can still smell the sticky, sweet...
And the cough syrup flavour comes up
Jaeger
as well.
Yeah, and you can just... It's a really distinct smell. I haven't smelled it in a while.
No, me neither.
Having said that, I saw a video once of a guy who had just won a lottery or he'd just won some money, and he lined up 40 Jaeger bombs, and he drank 40 Jaeger bombs, and then he was the most violent sick I have ever... Just gallons and gallons and But he did it, to be fair. I mean, he's an idiot, because he'll definitely get alcohol poisoning, because he has just drunk 40 shots of Jaeger, which is about a bottle and a half.
I don't know how to swallow that much liquid.
I'm sure you've had extensive practice at that.
Oh, you're funny. I can't down a cup of tea.
Nor should you.
I can't, down half a glass of water.
Or beer.
I can't do beer.
Or rum. Or Southern Comfort. Or rum
so
inside a milk bottle.
Someone can get 40 Jaeger bombs. And they're not just a shot. That's like...
No, it was... Yeah,
glugging, isn't it?
It's
like 3 or 4
It's like half a cup.
Yeah.
So the shot of Jaeger and the Red Bull...
And the fact that you drink
or any other brand of energy drink.
That much energy drink is going to make him shit for weeks.
He'll be incredibly fast, but then violently sick.
He could probably shit standing up because it will come out like piss. Squats over
Surely
your
anybody could shit standing up.
No, so just go down your legs. Squirts.
That's where I've been going wrong. I've been shitting when I haven't been ill, so it's just gone down my legs.
Oh, right. Oh, God. That's why you get it on your hands.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook this week.
Oh, Christ. Here we go.
It involves our little town of Felixstowe. There was a film crew sent down to one of our local pubs to meet a local celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Is it like comedy page? Are we allowed to say it?
Joe.co.uk had a feature about local hero. I've forgotten his name.
We'll call him Jim.
And his speciality is flipping beer mats.
Well, his speciality is breaking world records.
Yes.
This world record.
This one is about flipping beer mats. Now, how many beer mats is his world record, do you know?
It was like 50 odd, wasn't it?
No, it's 114 is his actual record.
I saw
He flipped 50 in the video.
Yeah.
And then he flipped one beer mat off a bottle, which he then caught.
Man, isn't it? And he's got other world records as well. Like, I don't know which ones, but he's got quite a few.
He's got one where he balances coins on his elbow and then he catches them.
Do you get paid for this?
I don't think... Who would pay someone to flip 114 beer mats?
Guinness World Records?
I don't think they get paid.
Surely you get like a prize money for breaking the world record.
I don't think you get a prize money for Googling anything. I'll Google it.
Don't get a prize money for Googling anything. You just say. Well, I don't think so. Do you win any money when breaking world? Because if it is, then I think I found my new career path. Answer is no. Guinness World Records won't pay you any money for breaking existing or setting new records.
This is what I said.
It's ridiculous. What's he wasting his time for?
I don't know. Maybe he just likes breaking world records.
Get this. In fact, if you want that adjudicator to present at your venue, you will have to pay them their fees, plus arrange them accommodation. Wow. So you have to pay them. But I guess he gets paid by like the comedy people coming out to see him and all that.
I'm not sure he'd even get paid to do that.
Because what is the point?
What
is the point of doing anything unless it's for money? He says 50 episodes later.
After having not been paid for any of them. Yeah, but just think of all the tea I've given you. That's more than enough.
Mediocre tea.
What? This is PG tips, motherfucker.
Yeah, but you don't make a good cup of tea, do you?
Do I not?
Well, for about 3 months, you kept putting one sugar in my tea.
Because I was trying to wean you off it.
Didn't work, did it, bitch?
Now I'm back to 2.
Good.
There's no helping some people.
Tastes like bleach. What if you poisoned me?
Why would I poison you?
Or has he got paint stripper in?
Then I'd have no one to do the show with.
Well,
it's not in my interest. It's my interest to keep you alive. That's why I was trying to wean you down to 1 sugar and then none.
Why's the beanbag in the corner of the room?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of the beanbag.
Are we expecting visitors?
No. No one's coming in as far as I'm aware.
Shame.
So,
bit of a sausage fest.
How many beer fets? 50 episodes in, he's just realised that. You know what? I've never had a woman on the show.
No, you never will.
I never will. So, how many beer mats do you reckon you could flip?
2.
Really? Well, we've got 2 beer mats here, haven't we? So, let's see if you can flip those.
These are thicker.
Oh, yeah. They're not the only thing in here that's thick.
No, the host.
Oh, my heart. Right, so let's see if you can flip 2.
So why do I do it like that and then catch it?
Yes. Well, that was the sound.
That was my left hand.
That was bollocks. That was okay. So you get one more.
My left hand, you fucking moron.
Oh, it is fair enough. Okay, so you get one more chance to flip.
Let me take
2.
my headphones off.
Oh, bloody hell!
The wire's getting in the way.
Oh yeah, that was definitely the reason he didn't get it the first time.
Boom!
I mean, he caught it, but it was literally 1 millimetre. Oh, look, there he's fouled again. It was 1 millimetre off the ground.
Right, this riveting content is carrying on until I complete this. They're thicker. I can't do this. If you can hear this...
He can do 114.
That's not standard beer mat material.
Well, there we go.
Cut!
Now we'll...
Oh, I can't even do 1.
You can't even do 1.
Whee!
He done 1. Now we stop.
Oh! That was good.
He did 1 properly. There we go. Well, congratulations, Jason. You flipped 1 beer mat. Only 113 more to go.
Yeah, but where's your beer mat?
On the floor, because you didn't catch it.
Can you bleep out that expletive I've done as well? I feel like I might have offended.
What expletive?
I said see you next Tuesday.
I think I'll leave it in. Who knows?
I apologise for my outburst. I hope I didn't offend anyone, apart from the listeners.
So what world records do you have the best chance of breaking, do you think?
Biggest penis. Smallest penis.
So as in, you are the biggest penis?
Oh, hilarious. Loudest clap. That's what I...
Most squeaky voice.
Get ready for this clap.
Oh, please don't. Not right in the microphone.
I'm pulling it away. This is like world records.
Mind the tea, please. Don't spill the tea. Yeah, we get the point.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's
like
good.
World record worthy.
Maybe.
Apart from weirdest outfit choice, what do you reckon you can win a Guinness World Record in?
Me? What do you mean weirdest outfit choice? Yes, I am currently dressed a little bit weird. I'm wearing a formal shirt and shorts.
So the shirt looks really big for you. What did I say
really
downstairs?
Big for me.
I said downstairs, you look like a girl who's wearing her new fella's shirt around the house after a night of luxurious passion.
30 seconds of passion.
Fucking hell, you're aiming high.
What record could I do? Most charming wit?
Bollocks.
Possibly.
Well,
roundest head? Smallest head?
Biggest Carl Pilkington impressionist? You definitely won't get the world record for most amount lifted in a deadlift. Hit him where it hurts.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Hit him where it hurts.
Because Eddie Hall's got that record.
Hit him where
he can literally do twice as much what I can.
Oh, does that make you sad?
Not really,
Hit
no.
him where it hurts.
Because also he was twice as heavy as me, if not more.
I know which world record you could break.
What?
The longest amount of time
Best podcast host.
The longest amount of time worked without getting paid.
Me.
Because of this podcast.
You find out that I actually have been making a shitload of money.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? I'll take you to court.
Anyway, here is my new gold conservatory.
Is that what you'd buy?
No, I wouldn't buy gold. I wouldn't buy that, no.
I would. I would.
Imagine how hot it would be, though. Like, you'd walk in on a summer's day and it would be boiling. And then the gold would
every
melt.
conservatory in the world.
I know, but gold would be, is the ceiling gold?
Yes.
Okay, it's just a giant
with
metal...
a gold fan.
It's just a giant metal
and when
coffin.
I turn the fan on, it spits out £5 notes instead of fresh air. Cool me down with a £5 note. Oh, Liz. Blow that illustrious wind in my face.
Oh, Liz?
Queen Liz.
Oh, Queen Elizabeth. That's good. Well,
what are we on about?
Okay. Have you heard of a place where you can buy lots of various items called Wish?
Yes. It's, is it Chinese?
I don't know. But I've been getting some very weird Wish recommendations.
Have you
on
shopped
Facebook.
on there before?
No.
Oh, just the adverts are coming
The
up.
adverts are coming up. Now, I'm aware that most adverts on Facebook are linked to your search history.
Yeah.
Which is why I find it weird that I've been recommended these items.
Okay.
I can promise you, I have not been searching for these items.
No, but have you been speaking about them out loud? Because the government are listening. Hello, Boris.
Let me try and get a few photos. So, this is the first one I would recommend. I'm just going to show it to you.
That's too.
That's the first one. Now, why don't you describe what's on there?
So it's a what is?
It's a weird sex thing, isn't it? It's a weird sex undergarment.
I was looking at it thinking, is that a handle?
No, that's where your penis goes.
So it's a pair of pants,
blue sparkly pants,
with a hole in the gooch for some reason. Is that where your ballsack goes?
I have no idea.
It's
actually, yeah, that makes sense actually because there's a long enclosed shaft, which I assume is where your shaft.
Ballsack bit there. So look, there's testes there. I don't know. Maybe it's to get it while you're winky out.
I don't know, but then why is there like a big long shaft? Surely that's where your winky goes.
Yeah, but like when you're about to spluff or something.
I don't know. But anyway, so that's that one. That's it. Yeah, that one. Now, why don't you describe what that one is?
Is it?
What is it? Just for the listeners.
Is it a pair of panties?
I think it's a pair of panties.
They're
but
hard to sort of know what they are. They don't look proper.
I don't know what it is, but I think it's a weird sex thing.
For £2, it's crotchless panties.
Crotchless panties, but they're made out of like cable sort of material.
Sort of something that a serial killer would put on someone's head.
Yeah, but I think it's made for a man because there's one small gap for your winky and there's one larger gap which would cradle your testicles. Let's call it winky.
Let's call it winky.
So that's that one, and then turn to the right again. What's that one?
So it's a pillow that obviously where if you wipe it one way because of the sequence, it's something else. You wipe it the other way, it's something else. This is a picture of Nicolas Cage. that's funny.
I have not Googled any of that.
So on Wish, there's a lot of stuff that you can get for free.
What?
Yeah.
How does that work?
That's just teaser stuff. Do you think, for a fantastic show idea that no one else has ever done, apart from every YouTuber ever, that we should we should buy a lot of stuff that's free from Wish and talk about it on the show? We'll have to wait like 2 months for it to come, but
I think you should definitely do that. I think you should order all the free stuff you can.
Should have a look. So
why have I been recommended those items? Because I definitely haven't searched at any point for
you watched a lot
weird,
of porn?
lacy, crotchless panties.
And
I've not searched anything about Nicolas Cage.
I reckon you've watched a lot of porn, and that's what's happened, to be honest with you.
Well, that's one explanation.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Nicolas Cage is coming up, unless I'm purposely searching for Nicolas Cage-based porn.
Whatever tickles your pickle.
Whatever tickles your winky. So, me and Laura, we went climbing yesterday. Now, I've got a video to show you.
The stairs?
No, we went to a proper climbing wall.
Oh, yeah.
Where there's lots of various climbing walls. I've got a video that I'll show you.
Okay.
And then we can explain it to the listeners.
This is intriguing.
So basically, you walk in there. It's got over 40 different climbing walls.
Christ.
Now, all these climbing walls are 10 metres high. 10 metres is over 30 feet. That's the height of a 3-storey building.
I was about to say, that's a big house.
That's a very, which is very high when you're at the top. Not that I know that.
You're scared of heights.
I didn't get to the top of any of them.
Oh, little girl.
Laura did, well, except for one.
Oh, Laura did and you didn't.
Well, I did get to the top of one thing, which I will now show you. So I'm going to pause.
Was it a molehill? I'm
going to pause the show now, and I'm going to show you this, and then we'll talk it through. So pause, and we're back.
At least you're wearing a helmet, put it that way.
We need to talk this through. Can I have it back so I can talk it through?
Yeah.
So basically, what this event was at this climbing place, where rather than most of the walls at this climbing place, this one don't wear a harness.
Yeah.
All you have is a bar on a rope that then hoists you up along this giant vertical slide.
I think the best way to describe the slide is a letter J, really, isn't it?
Yeah, right. So it starts off with like an incline and then it goes vertical.
Yeah.
And it's very slippery, so you have to wear this like slippery bodysuit.
Shoes.
Because the whole point is for you to slide when you let go. At whatever point you let go. So there's 10 settings, 1 to 10. Now, setting 10 is 10 metres high, which is 30 feet, which is very tall. Now, as it starts off, I get dragged up, and I seem to have been being dragged for quite a while, because then
a long time.
Because then the guy, he says every setting that you get to. So, first I was being dragged along, and then he said, that's setting 1. And I was like, this is setting 1? This is already very high. Right, and he keeps going up, setting 2, setting 3, and it's getting steeper and steeper. When it hits setting 5, it's now so steep that I am just hanging off this bar, alright? My feet aren't touching anything because it's a vertical surface. Now, setting 5, which is 5 metres up in the air, is where I wanted to let go. But because I'm not particularly fond of heights, my body wouldn't let me let go. So I kept going higher and higher. It's getting to 6, getting to 7 now. Now by this point, the entire place is watching, because this giant thing is next to the cafe. So people are sitting there drinking tea and stuff. Everyone's watching me. Everyone's watching me get higher and higher. Get to setting 8.
They're probably thinking, "God, this guy's brave," and you're just like, "I can't let go."
And they're getting, and it gets to setting 8, and I think, you know what? I physically can't let go. Obviously, I'm now going to get to the top. Right? I get to the top. I have timed it, and I hang there for 5 or 6 seconds because I can't let go. And I'm
just shaking the rattle to try and get you off.
And I'm wondering, how long will I stay here? Am I going to die here? Is he going to have to come up and rescue me?
Oh, you have to record the next show from up here.
You just get a microphone on a massive boom. You just type in there, "Hi, I'm Kaz, I'm Sweet Connection. Jason, how you doing?" So I then psych myself up, think, right, I've got to let go of this sheer drop. Now, because I was so high, the drop between me dropping and me then getting to the point where the slide becomes an incline like a slide is very high. So I hit it, and rather than slide, I thud, and my head juts forward as I then slide the entire rest of the journey. That was one of the scariest moments of my life.
Did Laura do it?
Laura did it as well. She only got to setting 5.
Oh,
pussy. But then again, she wasn't bricking it for the entire journey. That was the worst moment of my life.
Even worse than when you get trapped lying down.
I would take being trapped lying down.
What I would love to do one day
God almighty.
is when you're asleep, like tucked up in bed,
snoring my head off.
I'm just going to plank on you, and you're just going to be so petrified.
Jason, if you plank on me, I'm going to bench press you through the fucking ceiling.
Nah, but you'll be petrified.
That's why I do bench press, so that I can push off anything that's likely to pin me down.
Then why'd you get scared?
You know, it's if I'm like buried alive or something.
I might do that.
Oh really? As a prank?
Jokes. Yeah, I might knock you out.
It's one of those Facebook prank videos, you know,
It's gone too far.
You know, like the real shit ones that
like
go.
The Sam Pepper ones.
So you're gonna knock me out. You're gonna bury me in a shallow grave.
Yeah.
You're gonna
prank. It's a prank. Don't be offended. It's just a prank. I say at your funeral.
It's just. It's just a prank, bro.
Your mum's there beating the shit out of me. I'm like, don't be mad, bro. It's just a prank. See? And then I like get the camera on you, and you're like in your grave, like scratching at it. He found it funny, man.
Now, that was weird because usually I'm only afraid when I'm horizontal, but in that case, I was afraid when I was vertical.
You're just screwed, aren't you?
At that point, I was like, I wish I was horizontal.
Bury me now.
That was horrible. Because we had to pay extra for that. Fucking never again. But also, we also paid for a second extra feature, which we didn't end up doing because we both pussied out.
Oh,
it's called the Leap of Faith. And you have to basically climb up this giant tower, which is the same height as that, so it's 10 meters tall. And then you come to like a plinth, and then they hang a punch bag a certain distance away, and you have to jump to grab the punch bag to then slide down off the punch bag and then fall.
What if you miss?
Then you're fine. You're obviously on a harness, but
why can't they do like with that foam pit underneath?
That I wouldn't mind, but the harness was really hurting my crotch.
Oh,
that's why I didn't want to get to the top. Because then you have to abseil down. So for most of the normal walls, I'd get halfway, probably about 1/3 of the way, and then
about the height of you, really.
And then I'd climb down. Laura was much better at it than I was. She was like a little spider monkey. I was like a silverback gorilla who can't pull his own weight.
You're like a silverback gorilla on an ice rink.
I'm glad I did it.
Sounds
but
good.
I will never be doing it again.
I might go.
But also, I'm glad that I just went there with me and Laura, because I'm not afraid to look afraid when it's just her. Had I gone with you, and you were egging me on, I know that I would have to get to the top of all of them, because you're going to be laying into me.
That was very sweet what you just said.
Was it?
Yeah. That was very loving and sweet. Not about me, about Laura.
Oh, okay. How would you be like on a climbing wall, do you reckon?
I think I'd be alright. I'm not that afraid of heights, to be honest.
Yeah?
I'd just be more afraid of the physical exercise. No, like that. You said like the leap of faith and stuff. I'd do it. I'd be like, yeah, I could do it. Yeah, great. And then I get to the top, and I'd be like, shit. But then I'll still do it. I think I've had that so many. It's water that freaks me out. Like,
really?
Not freaks me out, but like we went to a water park, and I was really want to do the scary ride. I say scary ride. You just drop straight down into water and all this lot. I was like, I really want to do it. I can do it, and then I'd shat myself.
Literally or metaphorically?
Then I'd done it, and then I just kept doing it. So you just got to do something once, haven't you? Yeah. And then you'll be fine.
Or do it once, and then never do it again. Like I'm doing with that.
If at first you don't succeed,
give up.
Then skydiving isn't for you. I've said that before.
No, you've never said that before. Okay. I mean, it's definitely stolen from something else.
I tweeted it. It came off my time hop. I tweeted it like 9 years ago.
Do you know 9-year-old joke
tweeted? Do you also know what I tweeted?
What?
Like 9 years ago once. Went to a seafood...
I really hope that I never end up doing a fucking podcast.
I went to a seafood disco the other day. I pulled a mussel.
You were telling dad jokes.
I'm here once a week.
9 years before you were a dad.
Yeah.
That's good. Anyway, shall we do verses?
Again, well, what else have we got it against?
I don't think that joke even made sense.
I just stuck my tongue out at you, and I think you are a little bit turned on.
Maybe.
Fight!
So, who do you reckon will win a fight between Alan Titchmarsh and Bill Oddie?
Oh,
why don't you explain to the listeners?
They're both gardeners. They're both wildlife. They're
both television gardeners.
They're both little versions of David Attenborough.
Oh, but that's not fair. I think they're good in their own right.
Test their value.
I think they have a certain niche.
The problem is with Bill Oddie, he looks like Rolf Harris.
He does.
That's his problem.
He really does.
And Rolf Harris, as everyone knows, touches kids.
Is a paedophile.
I'm going to go for Alan Titchmarsh.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he's got the anger in him? Because I think that if you pissed off Bill Oddie enough, he'd snap like Rolf Harris.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Alan Titchmarsh... I think he's a bit of a soft liberal.
Wet flannel.
Yeah, he's like all about saving the rainforests, man, which is good, but doesn't scream hard man. I think Bill Oddie would definitely...
I'm going to go for Alan Titchmarsh.
And I'm going to go for Bill Oddie. I think he's got the mass advantage. Short and squat, much like myself.
That's quite a good question.
So there we go. Now, this is a rematch, this one, between Steve Irwin and the Stingray.
Stingray?
Yeah, but it's a rematch, and now Steve Irwin knows what's coming.
Well,
so do you think if Steve Irwin knew about that stingray was going to sting him, he could take him?
Maybe he could just not wrestle it.
No, he has to fight it because that's the game. But if he wanted to kill the stingray, could he avoid the barbed tail?
See, the problem is, you're saying that if everyone had a rematch and knew what was going on, they'd always win. So how about it's just...
Is the fight on land? Because if it is, I think he's got a big advantage. Or is the fight in the water?
The fight's in water. It's in a zoo.
It's in a zoo.
He's taking his daughter.
It's in custard.
Yeah.
All right? No one's got the advantage.
Oh, God. I'm going to go stingray.
Yeah?
Don't mess with animals.
I'm going to go with Steve Irwin.
Oh, we disagree with each other today.
Well, yeah, that's good. Let's see if we disagree with this one. Who's going to fight between U2 versus Blink 182?
Blink 182.
Really?
Yeah, they're a bit more of a...
Rock and roll?
Bit more of a punk rocker, I'd say. Where
but U2 are also Irish, so do you reckon they have...
Yeah, but
harder?
all he cares about is wearing a hoop earring and, again, looking after the planet.
So he takes out his hoop earring and then he stabs the lead singer of Blink 182.
But then he also, wastes his time trying to press his music on every Apple listener.
I've never forgiven U2 for that. In fact, do you reckon you could do something about that?
I'm not going to bow to peer pressure
and
use what you tell me to use what I say. No.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to go with U2.
I'm going to go with Blink 182.
Well, that's the first time I probably think we've disagreed on every single one of them.
If anyone who's listened to actually take a part in this, let us know.
Who do you think would win in a fight between any of those ones? Let us know. The Sweet Connection at outlook.com. Yeah, I think we're going to...
I'd just like to make a toast to you, Kaz.
Thank you.
For getting to 50 episodes.
50
That's a great
episodes.
achievement.
Here's to the next 50 more.
Oh, Christ. But well done. It's a good achievement.
It is. So, thank you everyone who's listened for the past 50 episodes.
Yep. Thank you for... If someone has listened to all 50... Right, here we go. If you've listened to all 50 episodes and have proof of that...
What do you mean proof?
Well, like, if you go on iTunes, you can say listen, doesn't it? When you've listened to
I don't think anyone's going to send us photos
but
of their
if you can
iTunes.
send us photographic proof that you've listened to every episode of the show, Ben will send you some prizes.
Do I say yes to this?
Yeah, he'll send you a Sweet Connection poster.
Canvas. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll sign it. to devalue it.
If we signed it, it would actually go down in value.
Yeah, but let us know if you have, because that'd be quite impressive. If you've listened to more shows, if you've listened to 5 shows, you've listened to more shows than I have.
Happy days. So, thank you everyone for listening.
Farewell, guys.
Fairly well. Goodbye.
Ciao.
So, Jason, where can you get more Sweet Connection in your life?
Well, Ben, we are on Facebook at Sweet Connection Podcast, and we're also on Twitter at SweetC_podcast. So you can give us a like or a follow.
And you can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Spreaker. So if you enjoyed the show, you can give us a rating or a review or recommend to a friend.
And if you wanted to email in a topic or a question or just say hi, it's thesweetconnection@outlook.com.
And if you like this show, you should definitely check out all the other amazing podcasts on the No Please Don't Network. Visit www.nopleasedon'tpodcast.com. Massive thanks to CIPP and Carlyle Laurent for all of our jingles. Thank you for listening and catch you next time.
Sweet Connection.